What's up everybody, AnimeX here, and in this video, I'll be adding yet another part to the What If Naruto the Tensei series. And this is because, for now, there are no more Legos on the series, so this is a product of that, and you guys are crackheads. Now, like usual, I'll be recapping the last part of the What If, then jumping into the new material, so without further ado, let's get started. Now, in the last part of this What If, we saw Naruto basically go on his trip to retrieve Tsunade, and we basically went into a little bit into depth on the fight between Naruto and everybody that was trying to jump Naruto and steal the Jubi from him at the time. We kind of left off with Naruto having a different type of attitude towards how he did in the previous parts. He kind of tonally shifted as the realization of how the world works kind of hit him, and he realizes what he has to do basically in order to keep himself safe, along with protect his friends. And we kind of left off the series with Naruto actually beating Tsunade in a fight, and them going back to the village, so that's where we'll jump right back into the story. Now, like I said, we left off with Naruto and Jiraiya having retrieved Tsunade rather quickly, although it was only because Naruto was able to beat Tsunade in a fight and win the bet. Nonetheless, Tsunade is required by her somewhat existent honor to go with Naruto and Jiraiya back to the village and become Hokage of the village, just due to her losing that bet. On the journey back to the village, Jiraiya is teaching Naruto how to apply the seal to his own self if the Jubi does start running rampage. He basically gives Naruto access to the key a lot earlier than he does in the Shippuden, as we see. Naruto is allowed to rip off the seal or put the seal back on using what Jiraiya has just taught him. And while on the way back, Jiraiya has noticed that his student hasn't been nearly as loud or as jumpy as he usually would be after completing such a large mission. And in fact, Naruto has not said a word of his own volition and has only responded to people when they talk to him. This worries Jiraiya since he can't seem to gauge or get a gauge of how Naruto is feeling. Little does he know, Naruto isn't feeling, or more like he's trying not to. Naruto is tired, has tried to basically cut himself away from his connections and emotions from the world, since they only cause him pain and suffering, and they only cause pain to the people around him. This is shown in full when he arrives at the village. Once Naruto, Jiraiya, and Tsunade enter the village, Hinata, along with the rest of Team 7, all come to congratulate Naruto on a job well done, but Naruto doesn't acknowledge them or their presence in the least bit. He just walks past them with the same straight, almost bored-looking face, or expression on his face, I should say, as he just slowly walks by them, completely turning the cold shoulder to them. As he does this, he keeps looking forward, not wanting to make eye contact with anyone, especially Hinata. So, Naruto keeps walking, doing his best to completely cut the people close to him off, for their safety and for his. Hinata looks at Naruto and she's concerned for him, as his attitude has completely shifted. He just walked past them without a word. Naruto, after passing them, however, sheds a single tear, then grits his teeth, hardening his resolve in his plan, and Naruto keeps walking and goes into his home, where he closes the door and collapses into a heap after locking his door, keeping it shut. Naruto starts sobbing, knowing that tonight will probably be the last night where Naruto will allow himself to feel anything for anyone, and Naruto just apologizes to Hinata within his own mind, apologizing for her having to work so hard to save him, basically just for her to be pushed away and her to be repaid with a cold shoulder and him not caring about her. Naruto then goes to sleep where the dreams come. Naruto is just suspended in the air, alone, in a dark void, completely and utterly alone. Naruto then sees a golden glow that gives off so much warmth and love that Naruto just wants to gravitate towards it and flies towards that light, hoping to be bathed within it and finally pulled out of the darkness. And fortunately, Naruto gets there. He's soon bathed in the light and Naruto never wants to leave. No one would want to leave that situation. He finally feels happy, he's not alone, he's warm, he's loved. It's paradise. Naruto then sees another being within the light, however. Naruto sees him, the masked man, the man who not only attacked him, but showed Naruto that his control over the Jubi was arbitrary at best and non-existent at worst. Naruto balls up his fist as he sees him. Naruto wants to protect this warmth and light, but the masked man holds it within his palm, trapping it and restricting Naruto from having it. Naruto charges at Obito, wanting it back, but Naruto is held back. He sees the Jubi, his absolute worst nightmare, the thing that causes him all of his pain and suffering, the epitome of chaos itself, something that represents the worst within Naruto, and all 10 of those tails hold Naruto back, not letting Naruto go to save the light, not letting him go bask in it, not letting him protect the thing that saved him from a horrible fate. And Naruto is forced to only watch as the masked man warps away that light, erasing it from Naruto's existence, and erasing Naruto's happiness away in the process, keeping Naruto from being happy. After this, the same Ten Tails that stopped and restricted Naruto now releases Naruto, and through Naruto's head he is told to let the Jubi out and just rest and let the Jubi's chaos rage as a storm within Naruto's heart. Just let it take over, as Naruto is then thrust back into the darkness. Naruto, when this happens, jolts awake in his bed, dripping in cold sweat. Naruto gets up from his bed, and he gets up sad and angry with himself, the masked man and the Jubi. He's angry with all of them. He's angry with himself, sad for himself, almost pitying himself. But Naruto is also angry at the Jubi and the masked man for taking away his one source of happiness, Hinata. Naruto punches the ground, shattering his floor, releasing some of his anger as Naruto just tries to calm down, not letting the Jubi run rampant yet again. Naruto decides to get some air, so he gets dressed in his normal clothing and heads out into the night, running around, hopefully hoping to blow off some steam, and Naruto ends up going to the place where Kakashi once held the bell test. And Naruto sits there, calming himself down with the peacefulness of the outside. The cool breezes across his skin, the ambient noises, birds chirping, the smell of nature, this all helps Naruto calm down, and Naruto feels at peace. He's then disturbed. Naruto gets up, rekindling some previous anger. Take one step closer to me, and I swear I'll kill you. Naruto turns to be face to face with Sai, the one kid his age who was instructed to kill him and end his life. Instructive to kill him even if it resulted in him dying himself. Sai at first hesitates to move to attack Naruto based off the threat that he just heard. And when he's about to approach, Naruto says something. You know, Sai, sometimes I wonder, do you know why you attack me? Honestly, besides the fact that you were told to, is that enough of a reason? Why would you attack me? I'm human just like you. I'm a ninja just like you. I just have dreams similar to how you should. Because I promise you, Sai, if you move even an inch closer to me, I will kill you and obliterate you the way you have tried to do to me so many times. Sai hesitates, not because of the threat, but because of what Naruto's implying. Naruto may not be a horrible person, but he's still trying to kill him. Naruto may not be a threat to the village, yet Sai is still trying to kill him. But Sai's training and years of being told to kill Naruto kick in, however, and he charges at Naruto sword in hand, and Naruto, without turning to Sai, extends his hand, using Bancho Tenin to grab Sai. Sai, in response to this, plunges his sword into Naruto's chest as Naruto holds him within his hands, and Sai looks at him and asks, "Are you really gonna kill me? Are you really gonna be the monster you are said to be and kill a real human, a fellow ninja?" Naruto then responds, "No, of course not. I'm not gonna kill any human or fellow ninja, Sai. That isn't within my nature. I'm not a monster like you think I am." Naruto then lifts Sai up and drops him, and then summons a true-seeking orb staff and rips right through Sai's body before he hits the ground, killing him instantly. Like I said, I wouldn't kill a human, but you, Sai, you are scum. Naruto then wipes Sai's blood off of his face, kind of symbolizing that he's not really responsible for this. He doesn't find himself responsible, at least. Naruto then gets up, using his true-seeking orb to obliterate Sai's body, completely disintegrating it and wiping it from this earth. Naruto then walks away, seemingly fine with what he has done, and for a brief second, his hatred grows. We switch over to the perspective of the masked man who is currently watching Naruto. This bodes well. This bodes very well indeed. Obito then calmly moves away as he knows that Naruto's hatred is growing to all new heights, and with that anger, the Jubi's power grows. It grows in strength and intensity. Naruto then walks home on the way, he cracks a smile, almost satisfied with the horrific thing that he's done today. Now, the next day, Naruto awakes, and since today is an off day, basically he doesn't have to go train with his team or go on any missions, Naruto grabs some ramen, and after eating his breakfast, heads over to where he was yesterday and starts training. A couple of hours later, Naruto is interrupted by Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi, who all step into the clearing as Naruto is sparring with a shadow clone of equal strength. Kakashi then asks Naruto if he would like to train or spar against any of them, and Naruto, of course, trying to avoid them, shakes his head. This actually makes Sasuke angry as he used to look up to Naruto and how he was always so upbeat and able to basically fight through any of the pain and discrimination that he felt. But now he's always so mopey and down, seemingly have let the discrimination of the Jubi get him down. Naruto then looks to Sasuke with a very strange look on his face. "I never asked you to look up to me. I have no admirable qualities, so you liking me is nothing but a facade. A mask that you put on so I don't come after you. So I don't scare you. So I don't attack you." After saying this, Sasuke's blood boils and he charges Naruto, really angry that someone he genuinely looked up to thinks so little of him. And Sasuke attacks, kicking Naruto in the back, although Naruto does not budge an inch. Naruto then turns around and just uses Shinra Tensei, blowing Sasuke backwards into the ground, and Naruto asks Sasuke if he really wants to pick a fight with him, seeing how not even the entirety of Team 7 can handle him in a fight. And Sasuke responds by weaving hand seals for Chidori and charging Naruto with it. Naruto responds by dodging the initial attack and kicking Sasuke in the jaw, sending him dozens of feet into the air. Naruto then looks at Sasuke and, using the Tendo path, slams Sasuke into the ground, almost knocking him out. Naruto then looks back and sees Sasuke struggling to get up, and Naruto rushes over to Sasuke, and before he knocks him out, Naruto apologizes. "I'm sorry, Sasuke, but I'm not the type of person that you should look up to anymore." And Naruto kicks Sasuke into the ground, knocking him out instantly. Sakura screams at Naruto, yelling at him for attacking Sasuke, and also berating him for ignoring them completely. She even has the audacity to call Naruto a monster again. Naruto doesn't get angry, he doesn't try to argue against it. "You know, Sakura, maybe I am a monster. Maybe I am a demon or a devil or whatever you want to call me, but I've realized something. I'm only like this because I was born this way. What's your excuse for being those?" Naruto then just looks at Sakura as she starts looking at Naruto, and the full impact of those words land and hit Sakura, and Naruto can see them impact. Naruto then turns back and walks away from them. As he's walking away, Naruto then hears someone he did not want to hear at this moment call out to him, and it's Hinata. She calls out to Naruto, asking why she's been avoiding them for a while. Naruto then tells Hinata that he's doing it to protect them. She then asks, "Are you really doing it to protect us, or protect yourself and your own feelings, Naruto?" Naruto hesitates as he asks himself that question. Is he trying to protect his friends like he says, or just protect his own self, his own emotional state, and his own mentality? Naruto then finds the answer. "Those two are one and the same, Hinata. By protecting you and protecting my feelings, I am protecting myself and protecting you. You guys are the only ones that I care about, so while it hurts to put you guys away from me, it would hurt far worse to lose you guys forever." Plus, Naruto turns around with a forced smile on his face. "I'm probably not the type of person you need to hang around anymore." Naruto then turns back, eyes full of tears, and Naruto flies off into the distance to be alone, really anywhere but there. Naruto then flies off to the edge of the village and sits on a roof relaxing, or at least attempting to, until 6 shadows appear above him and land in front of Naruto. Naruto instantly gets up ready to fight, but he realizes that they have their hands up, indicating a truce, and Naruto identifies a ninja. It's a Sound 4, and Jugo and Kimimaro, the same people who attacked him earlier when he was searching for Tsunade. Besides Kabuto and the Akatsuki members at least. Naruto then asks them what they want, and the Sound 4 asks Naruto if he wants to be stronger. Naruto just chuckles, saying that he's plenty strong and strong enough to handle basically all of them at the same time. This angers Ukon and Sakon, who attack Naruto and absolutely get bodied by him, who just casually kicks him in the chest, making them cough up blood. Kimimaro then says that they can make Naruto strong enough to take on the entire Akatsuki, and Naruto sits down saying, "Alright, start talking." And that, everybody, is where I'm going to end part 8 to the What If Naruto, the Tensei series. Now, if you guys enjoyed the video and, want more parts to it, make sure to hit the like button to show your support. And also, if you guys have any what if things, I just want to let you guys know, hashtag Powerful What Ifs is the way that I'll be basically taking the what ifs into consideration, putting them on a Google Doc, and putting them throughout polls on my Instagram and Twitter, which I'll leave a link to down in the description below. It's just so you guys can, do whatever you guys need to do. Also, if you guys did enjoy the video and haven't already done so, consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss out on more What If Naruto content. I will be expanding into more types of anime, doing What If Naruto, certain stuff, maybe Hunter x Hunter what ifs, Bleach what ifs, that type of thing. Maybe even Dragon Ball what ifs, although those are kind of overdone, so I don't know. Whether I'll do those or not is kind of up to you guys and how much support that I get in the comments for that type of stuff. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always guys, this is AnimeX, signing off.